No, it's live.
All right, this is cause number 2021 CR 1547. Is your name John Cordaway?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you are aware of the charge that's in the state's indictment against you?
Yes, ma'am. I am aware.
All right, they allege that on April 17th of 2020, that you caused serious bodily injury to Anthony Cifuentes, who was younger than 14 years of age, by striking him with an object unknown to the grand jury. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Okay, it's my understanding that you want to enter a plea today. But before you do, I have a couple of questions. Were you able to satisfactorily go over all the paperwork with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And he explained to you all of your rights and gave you all of your warnings?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is a first-degree felony. It's punishable by 5 to 99 years or life in prison and a possible $10,000 fine. Are you aware of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I know that you have applied for probation and deferred adjudication. I need to warn you that if you are granted deferred adjudication and you were to violate the terms or conditions of your supervision, you could be exposed to the entire 99 years or life. That's the maximum of this offense. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Okay. All right, Mr. Gonzalez, how long have you represented your client?
About 8 months now, Your Honor.
And you feel he's mentally competent to go forward with the plea?
I do, Your Honor.
He's been able to assist you in preparing the case?
He has.
Okay, then Mr. Cordaway, to the charge of injury to a child, first degree, how do you plead?
I plead no contest, Your Honor.
Okay, do you understand that a plea of no contest would be taken exactly the same as a plea of guilty by me?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, and if you decided to plead no contest because after discussing things with your lawyer, you feel it's in your best interest to proceed this way?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, did anybody promise you anything to talk you into entering a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Did anybody force you or threaten you in any way?
No, ma'am.
So you're entering your plea of your own free will?
Yes, I am.
Okay, then I will accept your plea of no contest. I have been previously tendered the stipulated evidence from this case. I'm going to find the evidence is sufficient to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty of the offense. However, in light of your application for deferred adjudication, I'm going to withhold the finding of guilt and reset this case for a PSI to determine what the appropriate sentence should be. Do you have any questions about that?
No, ma'am. I don't. I don't know, Your Honor.
Okay, the plea bargain is for a cap of 10 years in prison. The state is opposing your applications for community supervision or deferred. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Is there anything else we need to take up this time, Mr. Gonzalez?
No, Your Honor, not this time.
Okay, anything from the state?
No, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Cordaway, you need to stay on the Zoom and meet with the probation department. They'll get you set up to have your PSI interview, and then you'll come back on your reset date and you will need to come in person.
Do we have a date ready for that, Judge?
I don't know if Sarah has the PSI dates currently.
Okay, that's fine.
We can ask her before we sign off if she knows.
I'm sorry, Judge. We can do November 17th.
Okay.
To return to court, or is that the PSI?
For the PSI date.
Are they gonna do a DDRF? Because that's it. November 17th was the date for the last guy, so they're gonna make us move it. You want to move it out?
This is not a GDRF. This case,
It's not. They're not gonna do one. Okay.
I don't think so. They're not. They didn't request that. Just a regular PSI.
The 17th will work.
All right. All right, Mr. Cordaway, stay on the call so you can meet with the probation officer and get set up. Okay. Thanks, Leah.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. Be excused.
Yes.
Thank you.
So is Wilson the last thing we have for today?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. We can go off the YouTube.